I love scrabbling around on rocks. As a kid, I used to really enjoy rock pooling, which is, exploring all these tiny little pools of water to see how many crabs you can find or how many fish are in the pools. And I suppose that's kind of stuck with me, and I still love scrabbling around on the rocks today. I've heard about the Giant's Causeway, and I'd always fancied seeing it because it's just so unusual and so spectacular. There are other places in the world where it exists. The rock formations exist in the same way, but yeah, probably not so close to me as Ireland, or as close as Ireland used to be to me. I was lucky that I had my accident when I was 19, so I was still young enough to kind of adapt to it pretty quickly and pretty easily, and it's a long time ago now, so it's become just an everyday part of my life. And as long as the leg's good enough, and as long as I feel confident about the leg, then the prosthesis, then why should I have to stop and think about what I do? I just get on and do it. And I think that's the same for most people in my situation. You just want to get on and do stuff. And the bridge, I've been to a similar bridge in Cornwall, but yeah, I mean, whenever you kind of come across something like that, you always want to go across it just for the challenge, And there's history behind it, so that kind of makes it more special. It's not just put up for the tourists. It did have a purpose. I have a competitive side to my nature, which does come through occasionally. So if there's something to be done, then I like to do it. But that has limitations, because I must admit I'm not so good on extreme heights and stuff like that. I do suffer a bit with vertigo and things like that if it gets too extreme. From my point of view, it's simple. It's the connection. With all other systems that I've tried, at some point I would end up losing the connection. Whereas with this, I know whatever I do, if I stick my foot in mud, up to my calf, and go to take another step, I know I can take another step, because as long as I can pull my leg out, my leg will come out. I won't leave my leg in the mud, so to speak, yeah? Or I won't move in the socket in such a way that when I put my foot down the next time, it's really uncomfortable. It kind of, it clings to me. And I mean, there are other things that go with that. I mean, I think you know much better where your foot is. So that helps you when you're scrabbling around and doing stuff. You can cope with those kind of things a lot better, I think.